Hello friends, welcome back to the mothership. I don't really want to do the weather update like I usually do because right now it's June in Massachusetts and the temperature is maybe somewhere between 95 degrees and like the legit surface of the sun. So it's kind of hot as all hell and I'm sweating like crazy. But it's a weekday, it's beautiful. The sun's starting to go down, so I'm hoping it'll cool off a bit, and I really just needed to get out and do that ride. But yeah, so my last couple of videos I posted about the Acadia trip, which was an absolute blast, guys. If you can get a trip up to Bar Harbor, do it. You won't regret it. Just even that one day driving around Acadia was absolutely beautiful. I mean, like a type of ride I've never done before, and I don't. It'll be hard to beat that one, guys. Beautiful. But for this video, I was thinking, okay, I did that trip. You guys saw that I did it. It was about 750 miles door to door. The last day from Bar Harbor down in Central Mass was about 350 miles straight shot. Kind of back highways type thing. And I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what my thoughts were on the Street Bob on that ride, what I would do differently, any upgrades I might want to make, etc. Personally, my biggest concern when we were getting on that bike was, am I going to actually have all the issues that I thought I was going to have on my Sportster, which was the main reason I went to the Street Bob. Getting kicked around the highway, not being able to keep up with speed, that kind of stuff. And I can safely say this bike is heavy enough to not whip me around on the highway. It goes really fast. There's no concerns with that on the highway. The soft tail platform is fantastic. Street Bob's fantastic. I will say that wind was a bit of a pain. I mean, there's spots where we're, going with traffic on the highway, like 95 south, and the wind was pushing me around. Obviously I kept up with everybody. I was doing just fine, but it was a little bit of a pain. I do own that quick release Harley Davidson windshield. I gotta say, I don't love it. Maybe at some point in the future I might look into some sort of quick release fairing. I hate the way they look, but that windshield, just for my height, just throws wind directly into my forehead, which kind of sucks. So I don't really want to do that for a long trip. I'd rather just go without, like I did. I would also say storage would probably be something to look into for these bikes if you're doing a long trip. My ghetto setup worked just fine. If you go watch the first video, you can see my setup. It's a lot of bungee cords and a backpack and my exfil, and it worked just fine. But kind of for our trip, we were jumping in and out of different hotel rooms every night, so it was a lot of unpacking, repacking that kind of sucked. I don't really want to do that again. So yeah, I mean, that's something to think about. Cruise control will probably be pretty sick upgrade. And that brings us to Anthony's thoughts on the trip. And as you can see, Anthony is no longer on a lowrider S, dudes. So my thought was maybe I could use some saddlebags, maybe I could use a windscreen. His thought was I need to get a Road Glide Special. Huh?
We're not connected.
We're not connected right now, as you can tell. I don't know why. Oh shit, I'm not connected. Fuck my dick. So sorry about that, Anthony. We stopped being connected. But as you can see, Anthony is no longer on his lowrider S. His thought process on the trip was that he wanted something a little different, something a little bigger. I think he got some jealousy from Chris's Street Glide, so Anthony's got a new bike. And I'm happy to say that Anthony actually put together his first motovlog for all you guys, which I'll air shortly, on why he chose to get the new bike, what his thoughts are on the new bike, if he's happy with his purchase, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, so those are some cool new things coming to the channel. That means you're going to see a whole lot of upgrade videos on the Road Glide platform compared to the Softails like we've been doing these days. And then that brings me to the last new thing for AmpTV, which is kind of a new path we're going down. I've kind of alluded to it and hinted at it a couple times. We actually are going to start doing a project bike series. I have my hands on an 1970s Honda that we are going to rebuild from start to finish. We're going to take the whole thing apart, clean it all out, put it back together, get it working, and see what we can create. I'll post a video soon doing an actual intro to that, kind of the significance behind the bike, why I wanted to work specifically on this bike, and we'll get it going. And I'm really excited for that. I got big plans when that's done. Maybe do some other stuff like an old Harley, you know, all that fun jazz, dudes. So there's a whole lot of cool stuff in store for the last bit of 2021. I hope you guys stick around. So as always, dudes, ride safe, stay cool, and yeah, take it easy, dudes.